from the Tri-States news and weather leader, this is 14 News.
They decided to let Owensboro have their biggest piece, their biggest prize.
A big get for Owensboro. The city has been selected to host the National Softball Association Super World Series. 125 teams are expected to participate in that tournament. It's scheduled for the first weekend in October of next year. Visitors Bureau officials say when you add players' families and spectators into the mix, more than 5,000 people will be in town over that weekend. Now, the tournament will be held at Panther Creek Park, Jack C. Fisher Park, and Yellow Creek Park. Yellow Creek is not typically used for large tournaments, but is needed for one of this magnitude.
We'll bring Yellow Creek Park into play, and although it isn't the same type of facility that Fisher Park and Panther Creek Park is, it's still a very, very good facility.
And officials estimate the tournament will mean more than $2 million pouring into the Owensboro economy, and local restaurant and hotel owners are welcoming the business. We're working on that side of the story. We'll have it ready for you at 5 and 6. It's a good day for Owensboro. The Visitors Bureau announced the city will host the National Softball Association Super World Series next year. Katie Capusta joins us in Owensboro. So Katie, what's that reaction been like?
Beth, the community is really excited for such a large event coming to town. It's happening the first week of October next year, and they expect 125 teams will compete. That means over 5,000 players, fans, and family members will make their way to Owensboro, an estimated $2 million economic impact on the area. Because of the amount of people, the Visitors Bureau expects every hotel to be booked in Owensboro, and some people even trickling into nearby cities like Henderson and Evansville. Last year, the tournament was held in Orlando, and Jared Bratcher with the Visitors Bureau is hopeful Owensboro will have what it takes to pull it off.
My intentions this year will be to show him that Owensboro, Kentucky is a better host than Orlando. That's not a small, goal.
The tournament will be played at Jack C. Fisher Park, Panther Creek Park, as well as Yellow Creek Park. Now, tournaments are not typically played at Yellow Creek, but because of the magnitude of this tournament, it will be needed. Stay tuned at 6. I talked to local business owners in the area about how they'll prepare for thousands of customers. In the Western Kentucky studio, Katie Capusta, 14 News.
Well, the National Softball Association's Super World Series is headed for Owensboro next year, and our Megan Thompson joins us now with how this is going to be huge for them and huge for the city.
Yeah, it really will be. About 125 to 150 adult softball teams are expected to come and compete, and that means over 5,000 players, fans, and family members are expected to make their way to Owensboro for the tournament. They're expecting an estimated $2 million economic impact in the area due to the influx of people. The Visitors Bureau expects every hotel to be booked in Owensboro as well as the surrounding areas. Last year, the tournament was held in Orlando, and this year the community is hoping to top that. Mellow Mushroom General Manager Cody Anderson is excited and can't wait to share all that their beautiful city has to offer.
I think the best thing about bringing this amount of people to the town will just be letting people know the true beauty that Owensboro beholds that kind of flies under the radar. You know, there's a crazy shopping district going out on 54 that people don't really notice that are coming in from out of town. It's more of just a stop in and go type place. But I think staying for a whole weekend and there being such an abundant amount of people, they'll get to see the greater Owensboro area as well as enjoying the downtown.
The tournament is scheduled for October 5th through 7th of 2018, and it will be a very long 3 days of tournament play with games starting at 8 a.m. running until midnight.
Wow. Thanks, Megan.